Hey, and welcome back to me learning lightweight Java game library. There have been a few weeks where I haven't really done anything at all, and the reason is mainly stuff happening at my job. So people are quitting, which means that a lot more responsibility is put on me, and that has caused me to be very tired and frankly stressed out. So I've been trying to focus on calming down and spending more time with my partner after work, not do any more coding or anything like that. I really haven't had the inspiration or the energy. But what I have been doing is this model that you can see now. While I've been on the couch with my partner watching TV, I have been trying to make this game model at the same time because I was getting a little tired of the people that we were using, and I really wanted to be able to have facial features and maybe try to learn facial animation, morph targets or shape keys. So that means that I spent a lot of time making this model, and I am not a very artistic person, so this took a lot of time. This took so much time. And that's also why she has sort of a boring jumpsuit, boring clothes. After spending so much time on the face, I just couldn't be bothered. I just needed to give her something. And when inspiration strikes, I'll see if I can make something a little more fun. Luckily, this weekend, I felt some inspiration and I decided to do some coding. Now that I have this model, I want to get her inside of my game engine and see what she looks like. So let's do that. Here she is inside of our game engine. And yeah, I just imported her just the way that she was with the idle animation and the walk animation. And she is about 3,500 triangles, which I don't remember how much were in the old model, but I think around 500 maybe. So for a modern computer, that probably shouldn't be a problem anyway. And I don't think that I will be making the ISO bubbler game that we had. I think that I'm gonna do something more witch inspired, since it's almost Halloween, and who doesn't love witches? So probably there aren't going to be more than, 5, 6 of these people. It would be fun if we could eventually get some multiplayer going so that you can play this with your friends. And it's sort of like this arena game, but of course we need to make it very simple so it doesn't take forever. But that you can at least throw a couple of spells at each other and compete. That would be awesome. So that's probably what I'm going to be aiming for. But right now, I want to get those facial animations in here. And I'm going to start with the blinking animation because it's easy and you got to start somewhere, right? All right, so I got the blinking to work, but it was a lot harder than I thought it would be. So the difficulty was that I can't upload all of the shape keys together in an array to my shader and the graphics card the way that I wanted to. So here is the blinking component. This is just sort of the code that I use to steer the blinking. How much should it be blinking? You can see on line 19, there's this variable called amount, and amount is between 0 and 1, and it determines how much of the blink shape key that should be mixed in with the regular position. But anyway, I couldn't upload the shape keys together as I wanted to, which means that I have to make specific variables for the different shapes that I want. I mean, maybe I could have like shape 1, shape 2, shape 3 inside of the shader, I guess. But I've decided to hold off on it for now. I guess another thing is that we could do it all on the CPU and then upload the positions, but then you'd have to do that for every instance that uses this model. I don't know. I don't really know how to solve that yet, so I'm just going to hold off on the other facial animations, and I'm just going to use the blink for now, and I'm going to have to think about it a little bit. If anyone watching this has any sort of tips on how you implemented the facial system, how do you get your shape keys to your shaders, then please write something in the comments section. I would love to hear it. Anyway, dropping this for now and moving on. Houses. Well, one model, and as you can see, I'm not very artistic, so these models sort of look like the 3D version of what a toddler would draw if they were drawing a house, because that's basically what my artistic level is at. So there are a few ways that I could go about handling this situation. Either I spend a lot of time just like I did on this lady model, or let's just hide it. Let's just sort of shroud it in something mysterious. Let's implement fog. Ooh, look at that fog. So I set the color to black and the density to very high, and maybe it was a little too high, but doesn't it look better? Because you can't see how bad it is. So if I am gonna go with this whole Halloween witchy thing, I think that a heavy fog can really work. Maybe I don't want it to be completely black, we'll see. But it does make things look more mysterious and better. But it also sort of looks like it's daylight where we can see, and that looks weird. So I'm gonna adjust the directional lights settings a little bit. Alright, so I took down the intensity quite a lot, and I increased the blue value of the light a little bit, hopefully to make it look a little bit more like moonlight. So the shadows are still there, but they are very faint. And I probably still need to tweak the density a little bit. It's a little too dense still, but I am liking how this looks. Alright, so I just modeled this very quick and crude pumpkin. Yes, that is supposed to be a pumpkin, and the reason why I did that was because I needed something to try this with. Alright, so what you are seeing right now is a spell casting functionality. So it is done the old Sabrina 90s style by pointing your finger. And currently we are conjuring a pumpkin, which is hurled towards the facing direction of your character. So what else is new is the red light, which is actually a point light, and I implemented that earlier today. So I am kind of liking how this turned out, even though this was very quick and dirty. Maybe I'll keep the whole pumpkin hurling thing. But the problem now is that we don't have collision detection in the game engine yet, and we need to have that to be able to do anything fun with our projectiles. So currently you can just run through everything and nothing is hitting anything. So that's the next big thing that I'm gonna have to delve into, and I'm not sure how to do it yet. I'll have to dig around and see what algorithms are out there and if there are any good tutorials. If you know anything, then please put it in the comment section. But other than that, I think this will be it for today's video. So after a few very slow weeks, a lot happened actually both yesterday and today. So I'm feeling happy about this. I'm hoping that we can play Witch Out against each other soon. Oh, and just as a little bonus, taunting. So the hair and the outfit sort of inspired me. It looked so much like the single ladies video, so I thought, why not? Imagine having killed someone and then doing this little victory dance and then running off to find someone new to kill. And then killing them with a pumpkin. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I will see you again soon. Hej då!